Welcome to this update. So there is now an enhanced risk of severe weather and a slight and a marginal. So first there's this enhanced there that was just added for parts of northwestern Wisconsin, parts of northeastern Michigan, and southwestern Ontario. And there's this slight risk from Iowa there into Minnesota and Wisconsin, parts of the UP of Michigan, eastern South Dakota, and southeastern North Dakota, parts of southeastern Manitoba, and southwestern Ontario. And there's this marginal risk too. So let's see the probabilities first. So 5% tornado threat, meaning the enhanced risk there, and 2% as well. Wind 30% in the enhanced risk, 15 and 5% in the other areas. Hail is now the biggest threat. There's 30% in the whole enhanced risk, hatched in the 30 and the 15% hatched, and some other areas of 15% and 5%. Scarce severe thunderstorms capable of very large hail, damaging wind gusts, and a few tornadoes will be possible across parts of the upper Midwest late afternoon and early evening. So this is dangerous, these storms, so be aware. And in Canada they have a severe thunderstorm watch and another severe thunderstorm watch in parts of southwestern Ontario there. They say strong winds up to 100 kilometers per hour, risk of a tornado, and ping pong to tennis ball sized hail. So and some storms could be even stronger than that because of the enhanced risk below. So please be careful in Canada there too. So let's see the models. First, the HER mainly. We already have some showers and storms in Minnesota, and they will continue there into parts of Wisconsin. And then they will dissipate. But then this other line of storms, they're like very weak thunderstorms and showers in parts of Ontario, and this line of storms will start forming right there between Minnesota and Ontario, and more storms will fire along the line and behind the line too, in parts of northwestern Minnesota and Manitoba. So, and then the storms will continue, and they will strengthen there in parts of northeastern Minnesota, going into northwestern Wisconsin, and continuing in parts of Ontario there. So then they enter the UP of Michigan, and the line continues through Wisconsin and southeastern Minnesota. So and shows like it doesn't show anything very big for northern Iowa, north the Dakotas. They're mainly just North Dakota, some areas, but they had that slight risk until South Dakota. So be careful there too. You never know. So let's see some other things here. Some cape for today. Wait. So for parts of today, like Wednesday, yes, so shows some very high instability in parts of Minnesota, especially Minnesota, South Dakota too, some more, Nebraska, but there'll be no storms down there, just in further north in Minnesota, Canada, Wisconsin, and maybe South Dakota or North Dakota. And then the instability continues into Wisconsin a little bit too, and some areas of Cape in Canada, but less than in the U.S. So then the instability continues into Michigan and Wisconsin there, and then it kicks up again tomorrow further south, and we'll discuss tomorrow in a minute. So let's see some other short range stuff for today, because tomorrow's far for that. So here, let's see the significant tornado parameter. So this is the HER. It only goes was a little bit like 18 hours or something. But let's see. It isn't showing much with this run. Shows maybe some darker colors in parts of the UP of Michigan and northern Wisconsin, but it's not showing much. Like between 0.5 and 1 there. Maybe some darker colors in Texas or in Florida. You never know. So, and the run before that is not showing much either. So let's see the storm helicity here. So this is like the updraft helicity, the probability of rotating updrafts. So there are some probabilities, in some higher probabilities in parts of northeastern Minnesota, other parts of eastern Minnesota, in parts of southern Manitoba, into northwestern Minnesota, parts of Wisconsin too. So, and some slightly darker colors in other areas. So just be aware and be careful, especially with the hail and the damaging winds with the storms today and a tornado too. Be careful. So let's see for tomorrow. So there's a slight risk from Kansas to Michigan, and this marginal risk there from far western Colorado to southern Ontario. So let's see. Tornadoes 2%, mainly the slight risk for tomorrow. Wind is 5 and 15%, and hail is 5 and 15% too. So thunderstorms associated with large hail and severe gusts will be possible on Thursday in parts of the Central Plains, Lower Missouri Valley, Mid-Mississippi Valley, and Southern Great Lakes. Marginally severe storms will be also possible in parts of the Central High Plains. So be careful tomorrow there, and let's see. I know this is not a high resolution model, and that's tomorrow, but let's see what we have here. So this is thunderstorms from the year, I think. We have the storms today there, and then Thursday it shows some storms there in Iowa, in Illinois, maybe in Kansas, in Michigan, and in other areas. So be aware. And the Cape will be high tomorrow too, especially in Kansas, parts of Iowa and Nebraska, in other areas. But there's a way better way to see this with the NAM here. So have the storms today, they move south a little, and then it shows by Thursday there lots of storms in Illinois, in Missouri, a big line there, even some in parts of Kansas too, and other areas. Day 3 here, oh my gosh, this is kind of crazy. Day 3 has 2 slight risks and 2 marginals. So let's see, probabilistic 15% and 5%. So this could change still, but let's see. Scattered severe thunderstorms with large hail and severe wind gusts will be possible on Friday afternoon into the overnight period across parts of Central High Plains. Thunderstorms associated with severe wind gusts will be also possible in the northeast. So be aware there on day 3, and we'll keep monitoring this. So let's see. For day 4 here, there's nothing. For day 5, there's nothing too. And for day 6, there's a new area again from South Dakota, Minnesota there, parts of North Dakota, and all the way into Canada there. So we might have some problems on day 6 too, with severe weather in that area again. Day 7 nothing, day 8 nothing. So be aware and take care. Bye. Just one more thing, sorry. So the day 1 fire outlook, there's nothing, no areas for today, but always be alert. And the day 2 is elevated fire weather, in parts of southeastern California into central Utah there. So be aware. On day 2 and day 3, it shows another area there for parts of New Mexico and southeastern Arizona. So now bye.